Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing very fabulous. So today's video, I'm gonna do an eye look, probably two, one on each side, with this Jaclyn Cosmetics Strawberry Feels palette. In my Cherry Cola makeup look video, which I'll link below, I used this palette to do my eyes, and some of you requested a tutorial on this palette. I had mentioned that I really liked this palette and I hadn't used it in a really long time. And so I wanted to pull it out, do some looks for you guys. But before I get right into it, my name is Carrie. I love makeup. Let's keep it simple and fun. So please subscribe to my channel if you like my content. And for those of you already subscribed, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you guys. All right, so I do want to do two looks. I am going to do my lips at the end. And in case you are wondering, my blush that I have on is the Jaclyn Cosmetics in Love Palm. It's a really beautiful, like pink, loose kind of blush. Y'all see it in there? And my highlight, one of my favorite highlighters, is also the Jaclyn loose highlight in Extra. It is so beautiful. I don't know if y'all can even, let me see if I can pull some of it up. It's stunning. It's a beautiful highlight. And when it doesn't like emphasize my texture. When you open it up, it doesn't like fluff all over the place. So I think, like, in my opinion, Jaclyn's got some of the best loose highlighters on the market. Let me show it to you up close real quick before I like dive into it. Now this one's a shimmer, this one's a metallic. The rest of these shades are mattes. I'm gonna go into this one. This one is called, what are you called? No, it's called Short Cake, and Short Cake is a matte cool taupe is how it's, described. Oh gosh, where'd my mirror go? Oh, here it is. Okay. So let's put this, oh geez, and you guys, my hair, I don't know what it's doing. It's got a mind of its own. I already pinned back one like loose curl, and I don't know this one. All right, so I'm gonna just put this all over the eye, kind of set it down as a base, because I want you guys to see how pretty this color is. It is a very light. It says it's taupe, but man, to me it looks pink almost. Let's see if I can come in a little closer. Let's see if we can build this up. But like I said, to me it looks like it's got a shift of pink there. So you guys, an update on my camera. Today is October 22nd, so I'm doing one last video before I send my camera out for repair, which I'm going to do tomorrow. So by the time this video gets uploaded, which might not be for like another week and a half, because I'm trying to spread my videos out while my camera is going to be in repair for at least 2 weeks. Yeah, so if you guys see a lapse in videos, I try to upload at least 3 times a week. And so I'm trying to stretch it. So if you see over the next 2 or 3 weeks that it's only 1 or 2 videos being uploaded, now you know why. What's going on here? I felt something. Oh, I was like, something hit me in the head. Okay, so now, so let's go into this one right here. This one's called Lemonade. Lemonade is a matte pink. So I'm going to start to put that in the crease. Oh my God, it is so beautiful. You guys, I really like this palette. Now, I'm going to say, I will tell you something about this palette though. Number one, the color story is very specific. Obviously, you saw that. I wish it had a mirror, but I do like the cardboard packaging. But these colors, when I swatch them with my finger, like when I put my finger in the pan, they're scratchy. But when I swipe them on my hand, they're smooth. And so far, these two right here, these 2 pigments that I've used are smooth on the eyes. So I don't know if it's a turnoff for some people when they swatch this palette in the store, or if some people have mentioned that like in reviews. Take that with a grain of salt, because they're actually blending really nicely. as you can see, and I don't feel like a scratchiness on my eye. So just something to take into consideration. What I do with pigments like that are a bit scratchy is I just take like a spoolie and I take that top layer off. And I just, I blow the the excess, pigments in the like trash can or something. See, when I swipe, it feels scratchy. Here, I'll do this one too. So does this one. But when I put them on my hands, really beautiful. Like there's no scratchiness, and they blended really nicely. They weren't patchy or anything. So I don't know, you guys, take that with a grain of salt, like I said. Okay, so now how do we want to darken this? Do we want to keep this one real light, or I feel like I'm going to go into Cobbler. Cobbler is a matte red brown is how it's described. So let's start. Oh gosh, there's no mirror. I wish there was a mirror in there, but all right, so let's start to just put that kind of like right here. Right here. Okay. All right. I'm going to take that underneath the lower lash line. What's this? Oh, an eyelash. And then let's take a little bit of that into the crease. Just a little bit. This palette is stunning as just a matte palette. This is, if you like this type of, pinky. All right, so let's go back into that second one that I used. Lemonade, no more pigment. I'm just going to kind of stamp everything out, blend it right under here a little bit. Stamping out, I'm bringing Lemonade up just a little bit. Okay, and so now I want to get into this picnic color right here. It's a matte white, and having this type of shade in a palette like this, I think is a brilliant move because it can transform any of these shades into something different or a little lighter. It can really alter how it looks. So you can really play with this palette. So I'm going to go into this one, the matte white right here. Just put that on the lid here. Ooh, and it is pigmented. Okay, so I'm going to tap off the rest and I'm going to put that in the inner corner right here. And I'm going to bring it right here. Let's start to stamp this out. Let's bring it up like this and up into the brow bone as a brow bone highlight, even though I put some of that, what was it? Shortcake color. I probably should have used a smaller brush, but oh well, I'm going for it. I've already committed. I'm already in too deep. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. Let's put a little bit right here, kind of clean this area up right here. Just a tad bit more. Because this matte white is so finely milled, it's easy for it to kind of fluff away. So that is so, so, so pretty. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna stop there. Actually, do I wanna add a little bit more? Here, let's add a little bit more of this right here. Yes, there we go. Okay, there we go. Stunning, stunning, stunning. So before I do mascara, I'm gonna move over to this eye and I'm gonna do something completely different with this eye. I wanna deepen this one up just a little bit. And I do wanna add, this one right here is called Fresh Picked and it's a metallic. And then there is this one called Sugar Coated. And this is supposed to be a shimmer, but when I swatch both of these, again, rough, but when I swatch these, that Sugar Coated right here doesn't look like a shimmer to me. It looks like a metallic almost. Let's see if I can build this one up a little bit more. Both very beautiful. Cobbler. Cobbler's a matte red brown, so I'm gonna start to place that right here. And you know what? I'm gonna just put it all over the eye. Not all over the eye, but the lid and in the crease area. And I'm just placing pigment. I'm not I'm not gonna like blend, I'm not gonna like smoke it out or anything. I'm not gonna blend it yet. Feeling smooth, not scratchy or anything. Okay, let's rub it out here in the crease. No, I'm not smoking out, but I'm just keeping it right here. Okay, really pretty. All right, so now we need to, going into day date. I'm going into day date and it is a matte coral, okay? So tap off. Now at this point, I'm gonna start to blend upwards and blend this real gently, starting it right here, and I'm gonna take it upwards. And right here, just blending. Now at this point, I am blending. Not really smoking out, but just blending. Put it right here, blending beautifully. Gosh, that color by itself, stunning. But mixed with the cobbler, looking so pretty. See how two totally different looks? Let's start darkening up this crease, and I'm going into all the feels right here. And all the feels is a matte raspberry. Tapping off. All right, so I'm gonna place it in the crease to just darken up the crease. And I'm keeping it right here. And boy, is it dark. Ooh, but is it stunning. You guys, I'm having no trouble blending. I'm having no trouble with any kind of patchiness. All right, so let's blend out. Let's take that day date brush that I was using, day date on, and no more pigment. I'm just gonna very gently kind of calm down a little bit of this color here. God, it's so pretty. Now I'm going into Berry Whipped, and Berry Whipped is described as a matte Merlot. So it is gonna be dark, and I'm gonna put that in the outer V. Let's start to define that area here. Right here in the outer V. I'm gonna tap. I am not rubbing yet. I'm placing pigment. And then when I'm satisfied where pigment is placed, then I can go in and rub. It's just a trick for hooded eyes and eyes that have loose skin, which I do have. So placing that pigment where you want and then going in and you know, buffing later has seemed to be working for me. I'm going to take whatever's left over underneath the lower lash line. So beautiful. Okay, so I'm taking that brush that I had the day date on. No more pigment. I'm just using it to kind of stamp things out. And now at this point, I can blend. All right. I'm going into Fresh Picked. It's a metallic pink. So I'm taking it on a brush. Let's see if I can do it with a brush instead of my finger. And I'm gonna put it on the lid. Yeah, working well. Yowza. Pigment. Did not need any glitter glue or anything. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into Sugar Coated. That is gonna be my brow bone highlight. Sugar Coated is a shimmer rose gold. Just so beautiful, so beautiful. Okay, let's blend it out. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to calm this down a little bit, this side, just a little bit. I know I said I wanted it to be bold, but I want to calm it down just a little bit. So I'm going into Picnic, that's that matte white, and I'm going to start to place it right here. That is just absolutely beautiful. Taken the brush that I used the fresh pick, the metallic on, no more pigment, and I'm just gonna stamp out. See how it's turning it into just a really light merlot instead of it being a real intense cherry. Now it's becoming a little bit of a softer cherry, giving a little bit of brightness to the eye. Oh, it's just so pretty. It's so, so pretty. And so I'm going to take whatever's left over. I'm going to put it in the inner corner, but I'm also going to mix it with what I have here in the inner corner or on the inner lid and make all of these like a really like kind of light pink right in here. Bringing this right here, right over, like just like this. I'm going to take a little bit of sugar coated. I'm putting it on my finger, no glitter glue or anything, and I'm just going to put it right here in the center of this lid here. Doesn't have to look good, doesn't have to be even, just slap it on in the middle there. Okay, and then I'm also going to take sugar coated and I'm going to put some of that right here, brighten up the inner. Beautiful. Let's clean it up a little bit. Gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. So if, you know, like I said, if this is a color story that speaks to you, man, I like this palette. I purchased it on a sale. Like I usually always buy my stuff on a sale. They're gonna go in with my Superhero Lash Mascara. But something like this where you're kind of like on the fence, you're not really sure, but you know, you like how it looks, but you know, you're just kind of, you know, waiting, you know. I always buy these things on a sale because then I feel like, well, if I bought it on a sale, I figured, well, if I bought it on a sale, it's not, I don't feel too bad for paying full price. You know, I didn't pay full price for it. All right, going in with mascara. Okay, guys, so the mascara is on both eyes. I went real light with the mascara on this side, a little bit heavier on this side, but I think what I want to do is one little finishing touch before I move on to the lips with this particular eye. I'm going to go in with LA Girl. This is their Pastel Dreams Auto Eyeliner, and this one's in baby pink, and I'm going to do the waterline tops and bottoms on this eye. Let's see if we can get a little extra oomph out of this right here. So, all right, try not to poke myself in the eye. Do that too often, you guys. Yeah, added just a little bit of brightness to this eye. Made my eye like kind of pop just a little bit more. I'm gonna clean my hands up, get my makeup wipe. This is an actual real makeup wipe, and it is, let me show you what it is. I buy my makeup wipes from TJ Maxx because they're so cheap, and this just has no scent. $3.99 at TJ Maxx, and there's 60 in here, and this is the brand that it is. In case you guys are wondering about my sweater, I think I either got it at TJ Maxx or Burlington Coat Factory. The earrings are Temu. These little studs here, I want to say I bought those from Kohl's, like in a big pack. And I think my rings are either Temu or Shein. And this is definitely Temu. And then this one I think is Kohl's. Okay, guys, so now we can get into these lips and tie this beautiful look together. Gosh, I'm so glad. Thank you for those of you who requested a tutorial on this palette. An excuse for me to bring it out because it is just so, so pretty. I mean, I'm really digging this matte eye, and y'all know how much I love shimmer, you know. But anyways, all right, moving on, moving on. I'm gonna go in with the Jaclyn pencil. This is her Pout Spoken. It's in Cupcake. Okay, it's not telling me. I think it's called Pout Spoken lip pencil or something like that. I didn't mean for this to be a Jaclyn video, but kind of turning out like that. But some of her products are really, really good. All right, so here we go. Let's line these lips. So pretty. And now I'm going to go in with the brand new Ravi Beauty lipstick from Allie Glines, part of her new makeup brand. This is part of her first collection called Effortless Lips. And this one's in Dahlia, and it's just absolutely beautiful. And it will go perfect with this lip liner, and it'll go perfect with these, with either eye look. So pretty. Okay, guys, it's time for me to show you the final look. I'll give you an up close of the lips. Okay, guys, this makeup look is complete, and that is using the Jaclyn Cosmetics Strawberry Feels palette. You guys, I like this palette. I like it a lot. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I think if you are attracted to a color story like this, you can get some very, very beautiful looks from this palette. Mostly a matte palette. I understand if you like a bigger mix of like shimmers and glitters and metallics in your palettes, but you guys, the quality was really good. Like I mentioned before, it swatched, like when I put my fingers in here, it's rough. But when I put them on my hands and when I put them on my eyes, I had no trouble at all blending. I didn't feel any roughness. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. I think this color right here, this matte white, I think it's called Picnic. Yeah, called Picnic, I think is a brilliant, brilliant pigment or shade in this palette, because you can really transform these colors into something, this really deep color right here into something much lighter. You can turn these pinks with this white into like, you know, like a purple hue, almost like an iridescent, really fairy-like look. Like I think you can really do a lot with this palette. So you can see beautiful matte look over here, a little bit of heavier look to the eye, but both are so beautiful. So you guys, comment below, tell me what you think. Thank you so much for those of you who requested a tutorial on this palette. I appreciate it. I had a blast using this palette. Once again, it's been a while.